Hi, Michael here with you for Cavaliers and Indians recaps as well as the upcoming schedule thanks to the NBA and MLB at-bat apps. Thursday in Sacramento, the Cavs were competitive but lost 117 to 104. The Kings never trailed, and only in the fourth quarter did the home team get their largest lead at 15. Turnovers really were a story as Cleveland had 20 to Sacramento's 6. So in a way, it was amazing that it was not more of a lopsided score than it actually was. Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, Zeddy Osman, and Ante Zizic really shot the ball well to give the Cavs a chance as they combined for 72 points. Even with a resting Tristan Thompson and an injured Kevin Love, the visitors were plus 14 in rebounds and were 54% from the floor, but could only get as close as 6 in their comeback effort. Larry Nance Jr. had 16 boards to go with his 11 points. Buddy Hield led Sacramento with 23 points. De'Aaron Fox had 16 points and 10 assists. Bogdanovich scored 16, and Marvin Batley III 15 on the winning side. Friday in Oakland, Cleveland paid their last visit to Oracle Arena, a venue where the Cavaliers experienced their highest point in franchise history 3 summers ago. Like the previous game, Cleveland played from behind the whole night and certainly could have caved in when on 2 separate occasions toward the middle of the third, the Warriors were up 21. The Cavs did not let go of the rope. Down 113 to 100 with more than 4.5 minutes left, David Nwaba converted a 3-point play. Following a Steph Curry turnover, Nwaba made a layup. Then, after Kevin Durant gave the ball away, Nance Jr. made a hook shot to complete a 7-0 run. After Durant made a basket on the other end, Sexton made a triple, then had a reverse layup to close the margin to 3 with 2:52 left. Curry would put the game out of reach with a 3 51 seconds later, and Golden State went on to win it 120 to 114. Sexton finished with 27 points to lead the team. Nance Jr. had another double-double. There were solid performances turned in by Osman, Thompson, Zizic, and Nwaba. Clarkson finished with 10 but struggled. On the other side, Curry went 12 of 21 for 40 points. Draymond Green scored 20 while Durant picked up 15. Cleveland took care of the ball, only giving it up 5 times, committing just 11 team fouls. 3-point shooting was just 23% for the Cavs, which really hurt them in a 6-point defeat. Sunday, the team returned home to face San Antonio, but unlike the game in Texas recently, it would turn out that Cleveland was paddling uphill. But this time, the Cavs did enjoy the lead on 3 occasions, but the second quarter was one in which the Spurs would run and hide as they posted 38 in the frame. The hosts managed to get the game within single digits towards the middle phase of the third quarter, but things turned south as San Antonio would grow their lead to as big as 27, coasting to a 112 to 90 victory. This time around, Cleveland was outdone on the glass 49 to 34 and were a shade under 40% from the field offensively. The Spurs also had a 27 to 16 advantage in assists. Sexton and Brandon Knight led the Cavs with 16. Zizic and Osman totaled 26 points between the two. Nance Jr. added yet another double-double in a game where it was hard to find many positives for the team in wine and gold attire. LaMarcus Aldridge had a game-high 18 points for San Antonio. The 19-62 Cavaliers will close the curtain for this season tonight at home against the 38-42 Hornets at 7 o'clock Eastern. Cleveland will finish no higher than third from the bottom in terms of record. New York is 16-64, while Phoenix has the same record as the Cavs. The regular season will conclude tomorrow night. Only one of the 16 playoff spots has not been clinched. That will be determined between Detroit, Charlotte, or Miami in the East. The top 7 are Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, Boston, Indiana, Brooklyn, and Orlando in that order. In the West, it's Golden State, Denver, Houston, Portland, Utah, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and the Clippers as it stands, but we will have to wait to see if the order finishes that way after Wednesday. The Indians went back to work on Wednesday afternoon in Cleveland against the Chicago White Sox, but dug too big of a hole, losing 8-3. The visitors played it across 3 runs against Corey Kluber as Yonder Alonso burned his former team with a single, which got Yoan Moncada home. With the bases loaded, Daniel Palka took ball 4 with 1 out. Then Jose Robson's ground ball proved to be a productive out as he reached on a force out, allowing Alonso to make the score 3-0. Cleveland did get 1 run back at the expense of pitcher Carlos Rodon in the bottom of the first. Carlos Santana's base hit to right field did the trick to bring home Jose Ramirez. The Indians would leave 2 base runners in scoring position, which prevented a big inning. Jose Abreu would be responsible for hits in the second and fourth innings to increase Chicago's lead to 6-1. Yoan Moncada drove the ball out of the yard in the 8th to push 2 more runs across. Cleveland was able to at least restore some pride in the bottom of the 9th when Hanley Ramirez hit his second home run of the young season to finish the scoring. Rodon had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings to get his first win and even his record. Lurie Garcia had 4 hits for the White Sox. Cleveland was held to 3 hits for the game. Kluber in 3 1/3 innings gave up 8 hits and 6 runs, and he went to 0-2. Thursday was a different story. The Indians welcomed the Toronto Blue Jays to town Thursday. In the 4th inning, Greg Allen reached on a force-out play at second, which was enough for Jake Bauers to come home from third base. Cleveland got their second run on a sacrifice fly off the bat of Roberto Perez, and Santana came to the dish. Jose Ramirez did in the 7th exactly what Perez did 3 innings earlier to bring in Tyler Naquin. Brad Wilkerson walked with the bases loaded 3 batters later for the Indians' 4th run. Trevor Bauer had 7 innings of hitless baseball, fanning 8 batters, allowing 6 walks in what would turn out to be a 4-1 win. But he did not come out for the 8th, and John Edwards got the first 2 outs of the 8th before Brad Hand would get the remaining 4 to get his 3rd save. Hand yielded Toronto's initial hit of the game to Freddie Galvis, who led off the top of the 9th. With 2 batters aboard, Teoscar Hernandez put a halt to the Cleveland shutout bid with an RBI double. Hand then struck out Randall Grichuk and Rowdy Tellez to end the game. Aaron Sanchez gave up 5 hits in 6 innings in the defeat for the Blue Jays. Friday provided some tense drama in Northeast Ohio in the second game of the Toronto series. Kevin Plawecki went deep off of Trent Thornton in the 3rd to open the scoring for a solo home run. Freddie Galvis returned fire on Shane Bieber in the 5th for a 2-run blast. With Hanley Ramirez on first, Max Moroff went to the right side for a double to square the game at 2. The score did not change until the bottom of the 9th. Joe Biagini replaced Daniel Hudson for Toronto. After Jake Bauers flew out, Carlos Santana drove the ball deep to left center field to send the fans home. The Indians were able to post consecutive wins before almost 13,000 fans in 53-degree weather. Saturday was a great day for the Cleveland Bats to get in rhythm. In the 1st, Santana picked up where he left off, although this at-bat was not a home run but an RBI single to plate Greg Allen. The Indians applied more pressure in the bottom of the 3rd by getting base runners, and Hanley Ramirez took ball 4, allowing Eric Stamets to make it 2-0. Jake Bauers would then drive in 2 with his base hit to left field. Toronto would not be shut out as Freddie Galvis struck his 3rd homer against Carlos Carrasco. Also, during the 5th inning, Randall Grichuk doubled to left to get Teoscar Hernandez to the plate. Cleveland responded in their half of said frame. They were gifted a run thanks to a wild delivery by Elvis Luciano, allowing Jordan Luplow to complete the last 90 feet to make the score 5-2. Roberto Perez was a beneficiary of a fielder's choice, and Carlos Santana restored the 4-run margin. After Jose Ramirez reached second with his 1-out hit in the 6th, he stole 3rd, and in the process, Danny Jansen was charged with a throwing error, allowing Jose to complete the scoring for the game. Carrasco gave up 6 hits in 5 innings, but sat down 12 for his first win. Thomas Pantoni took the loss for the Blue Jays, allowing 5 hits. He was unable to complete the 3rd inning. On Sunday, the Indians did not need many hits to record another victory. Carlos Santana's hit to left in the 1st off of Marcus Stroman drove in Jake Bauers. Tyler Naquin went the same direction as Santana did to help double the Cleveland lead. Later in the 5th, Jose Ramirez went to right field to get Brad Miller home. Danny Jansen singled in Billy McKinney for Toronto's lone run in the 8th against Adam Simber. Brad Hand was able to come in and get out of the Blue Jays' rally attempt with a ground ball double play from Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hand then had a 1-2-3 9th for save number 4. Starter Mike Clevenger punched out 10, only conceding 1 hit in 5 innings for his first win. Stroman went to 0-2. The Indians are underway in a 3-game set in Michigan against the Detroit Tigers. Tomorrow, Trevor Bauer and Matthew Boyd are scheduled to pitch just after 1 o'clock Eastern Time. In the finale Thursday, Shane Bieber and Spencer Turnbull will be on the mound. Carlos Carrasco will be in action Friday in Kansas City at 8:15. Saturday's game will be played under the lights at 7:15. Then the third game of the series is Sunday at 2:15 before flying to the Northwest for 3 in Seattle. First pitch Monday will be 10 minutes after 10 o'clock, so prepare for a late night as well as a week from tonight. Please check out the Facebook group North Texas Browns Backers page and hit the like button for the latest updates there. The text of this blog is available at http://www.mjbalesta2blog.wordpress.com. I am on Twitter at mjbalesta2, on Facebook at Michael Balesta, and on Instagram at mjbalesta2. Archive videos on YouTube can be found by searching Michael Balesta Roman numeral 2. If you could, I would love to have your feedback on the comments section. So if you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you very much. May you have a great and blessed day, and thank you for watching. God bless.